So first and foremost, I think the complex geopolitics of our times and the macroeconomics of our time actually play to India's favor. Why do I say this? Because I think we are seeing, India playing a very important technology-driven economic development within its own country, which, as you know, is one of the largest economies in terms of its population and demographics, and a rising economic country in itself. We are very soon going to become the fourth largest economy and onwards to becoming the third largest economy in the near future. And all this augurs very well in terms of what India is doing to economically scale up and grow. And in that, I think technology is playing a very, very important role. Obviously, India is very focused on poverty alleviation, which it is again doing through a number of direct benefit schemes. We are looking at India Inc. actually growing in a very robust and reliable way. I think our growth trajectory looks extremely good. Our growth over the last few years has also been very, very strong. We are the fastest growing economy. But in all that, the potential that India has is, as one of the large and growing economies, I think we can become a very reliable global supply chain. And I think today, when we are looking at fragile global supply chains, I think India provides that resilience and that robustness, reliability and efficiency because of economies of scale to be a very integral part of these global supply chains, where everyone wants to basically have a partnership or a connect with a very, very important global supply chain. So I just think that's the potential India has. India is focusing a lot on manufacturing. I think we have many sectors that are playing to our strength, whether it's automobiles, whether it's in fact now aeronautics, whether it's pharmaceuticals, and electronics. So if you look at all these areas where India is beginning to scale up, I think we have a huge global opportunity when it comes to all these sectors. I think that's where we're focused. And to play effectively in the global scenario, you need very strong supply chains. India is building that as well. That's the connect we are trying to build across the world, and I think that's the potential. I really think India is going to be and is a land of limitless possibilities. We have one of the youngest demographics in the world. We have a very high concentration of tech talent in the world. It's often said that by 2050, India will be exporting 25% of tech talent to the world. And I think this is something which is going to play to India's strength. I think education, technology, its youth, its tech talent, all these come together very beautifully to position India as that land of limitless opportunities and a country that drives global opportunities for anyone investing in India. Well, I think this gives you the opportunity to say it as it is. It's a very interactive platform. I mean, this lunch itself was very, very important, and it was eye-opening because so much was discussed, and there were some new aspects to India's economic development that really provide some very exciting strategic partnership opportunities for every economy. So today we were talking about UK, but I think when you look at India in the context of other economies, irrespective of whether you're talking to a small economy or a large economy, India can cater to all these in a very strategic way. So, Indian biotech is extremely important from a long-term perspective, not just for India, but for the world. Why do I say this? Because today India is the largest producer of vaccines in the world. Okay, we as a company are becoming one of the largest producers of insulins in the world. Now, I think biotech has a very important role to play in catering to both biosimilars and new drugs, new biological drugs. And I think in all this, I think I'm very excited about how the innovative research teams in the UK can provide some of that opportunity to Indian biologic companies to develop new drugs, new devices, new diagnostics. And I think in all of this, what makes India very exciting is its market. It's also the kind of size of its patient populations. Today, we're already seeing that when you look at clinical trials where many parts of the world are running out of the kind of patients you need for clinical trials, India is actually providing that. And these are the kind of very interesting, unique opportunities. The world demographics are changing so rapidly that you find many parts of the world with aging populations. India is one of the countries that has a very youthful population, but it also has a sizable aging population. That's what makes it so distinct and unique. So obviously, there are so many unmet needs in global health care in terms of many, many diseases. So whether you're talking about neurodegenerative diseases, which is now a very big concern of an aging world, or whether you talk about metabolic diseases like diabetes and cardiovascular disease, or whether you talk about cancer, I mean, every one of these segments has huge unmet needs. And you're seeing newer and newer therapies come about. I'm very excited about the personalized therapies, the precision therapies, the cell and gene therapies. All these are becoming very important. But cost is going to be one of the biggest challenges of delivering these therapies to patients worldwide. I think India is focusing on affordability and access, which is a very good model to follow when it comes to healthcare, and that's what India provides.